Hello, have you ever felt rejected? I'm sure we all have. I know I have. And it doesn't feel good. In fact, it can hurt very deeply. And the problem is that, or the truth is, we actually attract these things in our lives so that we can heal the part of ourselves that actually got hurt. But boy, it seems very difficult. It seems like a harsh way to go sometimes. And yet we need these mirrors so that we can see what are the hurt feelings, what are the beliefs that we have tucked deep down inside that are so painful that we've pushed them down so far that it takes an experience on the outer realm here with another person typically for it to show up and to reveal itself. I want to talk to you today about another way of interpreting something that happens that hurts so deeply and is so painful to help the mind calm down and the heart to stay open. Welcome to my channel. My name is Kelly S. Jones. So, I want to share a story about a client. She received a package back in the mail from her granddaughter, and it said refused. In fact, in her words, the way it was written across the package was harsh, and it really hurt her. And she only could interpret this as by association she was being rejected because her own daughter was in a conflict with her granddaughter. And here she was expressing her love and joy and gratitude for her granddaughter and sending her a package and a present, only to have it be refused. So when she got it back, it felt like a big rejection, and it brought up the past for her. It brought up how she felt like her family rejected her, even when she was doing something good. So by association, right? So it wasn't something she did on directly, that was the interpretation, right? I'm not in a conflict with you. You are with your mother, my daughter, and because of that, you're rejecting me. So this association, and she feels like, right, no matter what I do, no matter how hard I try, no matter how much love I offer, you're still rejecting me. There's nothing I seem to be able to do. I'm not good enough. And so the experience gave her a reaction. She didn't respond, she reacted. And this is where we want to put the wedge of love in, if you will, to start creating some space between the experience and that trigger that we feel to allow for a new interpretation. I want to talk a moment about what happens when we feel rejected first. When we feel rejected, we create separation. We feel like somebody is against us. And then we respond, rather react, being against them. So it creates a you versus me situation. And we sit in that pocket of rejection, hurt, pain, and we don't know what to do with it often because that's the only interpretation that's available to us in our mind. Well, today I want to offer you a new interpretation, a new way of looking at it so that your knee-jerk reaction isn't to go to, they're against me. Something's wrong with me. I did something wrong. Or no matter what I do, it's never good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm being rejected, right? Who I am is being rejected. Instead, I want to offer you, one, be patient. When something like this shows up, have your immediate response be patience, creating spaciousness. Let me create space between me and what just happened so that you're not going into the depths of whatever the mind wants to do as far as the past is concerned. The next thing I want you to do is ask, what else can this mean? What is another alternative way that I can interpret the experience that just happened? So with my client, when I heard the story, what I immediately thought was, oh, you had the wrong address. That was not her immediate thought, though. And very clearly, when I saw what was happening, the dynamic, I was like, oh, you're attracting this experience into your life so you can see deeper beneath the surface of an idea, right? An unloving belief that you have that's telling you that something's wrong with you and something is pulling you into a dynamic, right? Triangulating you or entangling you into something that you didn't even intend to be in. But none of that was actually true. Her mind entangled her. Her mind made her the problem now, but not the granddaughter, because in fact the address was wrong. So it's really interesting when we see the dynamics play out that simply and that clearly. And that's where you want to get. You want to get to any experience you have that feels like rejection, where there's such an ease within yourself to find another reason that the experience just took place. Now, sometimes it might not be as simple as you have the wrong address. It might be more personal or feel more personal. And that leads me to another point. It's not personal. Anytime you feel rejection from somebody else, it's not personal. It's not them to you. It's something that's going on within them. If you're feeling rejected, that's something that's going on within you, and it's not about them. But we're very good. Our mind is very good to point and say, you're the problem. You rejected me. Versus there's a belief in me that's telling me I'm rejectionable. We come up with new words over here in this on this channel. So another interpretation that I want to give you that's really, really, really important, and I hope will really help you, is that when we feel rejected, it's actually two people or groups or what have you that want different things. That's it. I want you to entertain the idea. The next time you feel rejected, they just want something different than you do. And you want something different than they do. Now, there might be disappointment. There might be hurt. There might be that feeling of loss, right? That we don't want the same things. Boy, I really wish we did. And so there's disappointment. But that's okay. You can work with disappointment. You can work with acceptance. You can work with maybe a loss, right? The grief of losing that idea, that opportunity, that potential because you're not on the same page. But you don't need to interpret it as you are being rejected. It's simply you want two different things. So if you've ever had a rejection experience and maybe you have another technique that has worked for you, I'd love to hear from you. Please add those to the comments below. And if you like what you just heard and it felt useful to you, which of course I hope it truly did, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. And if there's somebody you know in your life that could benefit from this message, please share it with them and let them know about the channel as well. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate your presence and much love. Take care. Hi, before I let you go, I wanted to share with you some masterclasses that are coming up live, and they'll also be available recorded. So if you missed the live versions, you can purchase the recorded version. And they are True Love Lasts, Immersion for Everyone, True Love Lasts, a masterclass for singles, and True Love Lasts, a masterclass for singles and couples and singles. So if you're like me, you've come to realize that love is the most important subject on the planet, if not one of the most important subjects. And oftentimes we don't prioritize it, and yet we're always looking for it. We're looking to be loved. We're looking for ways to share our love because that we know ultimately deep inside that's what we are. But we've lost touch with the heart, the soul of who we are many times. And if it's nothing more than at least a reminder, perhaps it's going to inform and I can share with you some amazing ideas and ways in order to reconnect with love itself. Love that lasts. True love that lasts. That's my hope and my intention in these sharings, in these master classes. So I'll have descriptions down below, and you're welcome to click on that and go over to my website and do subscribe to the channel here, as well as join my newsletter over on my website. I look forward to seeing you there. Thank you. Have a great day. Much love.